up, what up? I'm the math teacher Goat, and today in 5th grade math we are talking about subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. Now if you watch all of my videos, the last video was adding fractions with unlike denominators. This is basically the same thing, it's just we're doing minus instead of plus. So please like and subscribe to the channel. Go to the description. There are notes. There's a link there to notes for this video right here. If you have a printer, you can print them out. That way you don't have to write out as much, because I'm going to do some problems and then I'm going to ask you to pause the video and you do some problems, and that way you could do the problems right there on paper instead of a notebook. But either way, it's all good. Remember, fractions must have the same denominator before subtracting. Okay, so if you saw my addition video, we started out the same way. When you subtract fractions, if the denominators are the same, you subtract the numerators as you normally would. 7 minus 3 is 4, and then keep the denominator like it is. Now, in certain circumstances, you may not be done after you do that. In fact, we're not done here because sometimes we can look at our answer and simplify. So we do, all right, well, 4 and 10, those are even numbers. We can divide those both by 2, so let's divide them by 2. And when you do that, you get a final answer of 4 divided by 2 is 2, 10 divided by 2 is 5, 2 over 5 is your guy. Similarly over here, we have 5 over 8 minus 1 over 8. Now, if you have the same denominators, keep the denominator as it is. Subtract the numbers in the numerator. 5 minus 1 is 4. Now you take a look at what you have left over and realize not only can I divide those both by 2, I can divide them by 4. So I'm going to do that. Divide by 4, divide by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So we get 1 over 2, 1/2. Okay, so when you subtract fractions, you need the denominators to be the same, and when you do, you keep the denominator the way it is, subtract the numerators, simplify if necessary. All right, so sometimes the denominators are not the same. What do you do then? Well, you take a look at your denominators and you ask yourself, what can I do to either one or both of them so that they can match up pretty easily? Well, if I were just to multiply 2 to 4, I'd get 8, and then I'd have the same denominator. So we're going to rename the fraction. And when we rename the fraction, I can't just multiply the denominator by 4. I have to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 4. That gets me 7 over 8, that didn't change, minus 1 times 4 is 4, 2 times 4 is 8, and now I can do it. Okay, 7 minus 4 is 3, keep the denominators the same, 3 over 8 is my final answer. Nothing to simplify there. But sometimes you'll have to simplify. And what we noticed in our last video is sometimes we might get mixed numbers, that if this was like 9 over 8 or 11 over 8, we'd have to turn that into a mixed number. Didn't happen here, thankfully, but it may. So just be prepared. So I'm going to do a bunch, then I'm going to have you do a bunch. We'll do a word problem, call it a day. 3 over 4 minus 1 over 3. 4 and 3 are not the same, so I need to find a way to make them the same. And if I think of common denominators, 12 is not a number that's too far off that I can make them both. So if I multiply u by 3 over 3, that gets me 12. If I multiply u by 4 over 4, that also gets me 12. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. Minus in the middle. 1 times 4 is 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Now that I have the same denominator, 7 minus 4 is 5. Keep the 12. Take a look at my answer. Can I simplify? No. Is it more than 1? No. Then I'm done. Problem over. This guy, I need a common denominator. I could multiply u by 9 over 9, and I could multiply u by 6 over 6, but that's kind of big. I'm noticing that 6 and 9, I can make 18 pretty easily. I can make 6 turn into 18 by multiplying by 3. So I'll multiply the 5 by 3. I can make 9 into 18 by multiplying by 2, so I have to multiply u by 2. That gets me fractions of 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 6 is 18, minus in the middle, 2 times 2 is 4, 9 times 12 is 18, And then that leaves me with 15 minus 4, which is 11. Keep the denominator 18. Do those simplify? Nope. Is that bigger than 1? Nope. So we're done. Okay? Okay. 4 over 5 minus 2 over 3. Really, there's not much I can do here except if I make them 15. So 3 times 5 is 15, so I have to do 3 times 4, times 5, times 5. 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 5 is 15, minus in the middle. 2 times 5 is 10, 3 times 5 is 15. 12 minus 10 is 2, keep 15, doesn't simplify, no mixed numbers, circle it, we're done. Now I have 11 over 12 minus 5 over 8. Okay, I really don't want to multiply you by 8 over 8. I really don't want to multiply you by 12 over 12. And I'm looking 12 and 8, they're both even, so I got similarities there. You know what I can do? I can make 12 into 24, and I can make 8 into 24 pretty easily. 12 times 2 is 24, so I'm going to multiply both of you by 2. And 8 times 3 is 24, so I'm going to multiply you by 3. 2 times 11 is 22, the Taylor Swift special. 2 times 12 is 24, minus in the middle. 5 times 3 is 15. 8 times 3 is 24. 22 minus 15 is 7. Keep as 24. 7 over 24, there's nothing I can do to simplify it. That's also not bigger than 1. Circle it, we're done. No mixed numbers here. Probably not going to get mixed numbers because we're subtracting, which is making our numbers smaller. When we did addition, we made our numbers bigger, and so of course we'd have stuff bigger than 1. That probably won't happen here. Probably not at all today. But, you know, you never know. We'll see. We'll see. So now is the part where I'm going to have you try these on your own. So if you have the notes, you know what to do. If you don't have the notes, look ahead and then come back, pause the screen, and then you try them on your own. Okay, when you're done trying them, check your answers and see if you got them right. So pause the screen now. Then welcome back. So I have 7 over 12 minus 1 over 4. 12 is already a multiple of 4, so all I have to do is multiply you by 3 over 3, and I don't have to do anything to you. So that gets me 7 over 12 minus 1 times 3 is 3, and 4 times 3 is 12. 7 minus 3 is 4. 12, keep it the same. And then you notice, 4 over 12, those are both even. Yep, not only are they both even, but both of these numbers are divisible by 4. So I'm going to divide by 4, divide by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And we get 1/3 for our final answer. All right, 9 over 10 minus 2 over 3. Not much I can do with 10 and 3. There's no similarities there. So I'm going to multiply you by 3 and 3. I'm going to multiply you by 10 and 10. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 10 is 30, minus in the middle. 2 times 10 is 20. And 3 times 10 is, surprise, 30. So I got 27 minus 20. That gets me 7. 30 and 30, keep it 30. Nothing simplifies, not bigger than 1. Circle it, donezo. Okay? Moving on, moving on, moving on. All right. Ooh, 6 and 12. There's similarities there. So I can easily turn 6 into 12 by multiplying it by 2. So I have to multiply both of those by 2, and you don't have to do anything here. So I have 5 times 2, or 2 times 5, same thing. You get 10. 2 times 6 is 12, minus 7 over 12. 10 minus 7 is 3. Keep 12 the same. 3 and 12 are in common. I can divide both of those by 3. So divide by 3. divide by 3, and we can simplify that fraction. 3 divided by 3 is 1, 12 divided by 3 is 4, 1 over 4, and we're done. Okay? 8 and 12. I feel like we did 8 and 12 already, but I'm not 100% sure. I feel like we did that problem or one similar to it. I'm sure we did one similar to it. Hopefully we're not repeating a problem. But 8 and 12, I don't want to multiply you by 12 and 12. I don't want to multiply you by 8 and 8. So like we did last time, we said, all right, well, I can make it 24. So if I multiply you by 3 and 3, that'll make the bottom, the denominator, 24. If I multiply you by 2 and by 2, that'll make the denominator 24 also. So 3 times 7 is 21. So I got 21 over 3 times 8 is 24. Minus 5 times 2 is 10. 12 times 2, which is 24. 21 minus 10 is 11. And then keep 24 the way it is. I can't simplify 11 over 24, so I'm done with that. It's not over 1. Circle it, call it a day. So we did do a problem with 8 and 12, but I don't remember yelling 21, so we didn't repeat that problem. Got nervous for a second there. Oh, you did 6 of them. Okay, I thought you were only doing 4. Fine. 12 and 18, gross numbers, but they're similar. All right, I could turn, let me see, I could turn 12 into 36, and I could turn 18 into 36. The way I turn 12 into 36 is I multiply by 3, and the way I turn 18 into 36 is I multiply by 2 and multiply by 2. So these problems are a little bit more advanced. You're kind of forced to do some ugly math here, but I trust you guys. You're good. That's why you're watching me. 3 times 11 is 33. 3 times 12 is 36. Minus 7 times 2 is 14. And 18 times 2 is 36. 33 minus 14 is 19. Keep 36 the way it is. You can't do anything with 19 over 36, so we're going to circle that. And we got 10 and 3 again. Did we do this exactly? I feel like I'm repeating so much. Okay, so there in 2 problems ago, or 2 pages ago, we did 10 and 3, but this is not the same problem. Close, but not the same. 10 and 3, no similarities there, so I got to multiply you by 3 and 3. Got to multiply you by 10 and 10. And again, I know I didn't do this one because 7 times 3, 21 over 3 times 10, which is 30, minus 2 times 10, which is 20. It doesn't have the same effect. 3 times 10, 30. 21 minus 20 is 1. And then you have 30, and you get 1 over 30. Nothing simplifies. Nothing simplifies at all. Word problem time? Orville Tutenbacher had 7/8 cups of milk in a measuring cup, and he emptied 3/4 of that cup. How much does he have left? So 7/8 of a cup take away 3/4 of a cup is what we're supposed to do. Now 8 and 4 have stuff in common. I can easily turn 4 into 8 by multiplying 2, so I have to do that as well. So 7 over 8 doesn't change, minus 3 times 2 is 6, and 4 times 2 is 8. 7 minus 6 is 1. Keep the 8. So we have 1/8 of a cup left over. So subtraction. Not so bad. Similar to addition. Less mixed numbers to deal with, thankfully. But that's it. If you like the video, like and subscribe. Please leave a comment if you can. Watch more of my videos. Lots of fraction videos are coming up in 5th grade math. So I believe the next one's multiplying and dividing. But yeah, that's all I've got. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.